baby. Haven't been in the shop in a little while. So welcome in. As we continue restoration here, let's see. It should take a while to go live, I guess. All right. Let's make sure we got a good angle there. Let's see. All right, there we go. I'm going to put the side chat on over here. Don't need no Southwest Airlines. Shucking and jiving. All right, there we go. All right, I want to put this in a good position. Oh, so I can watch it. Let's see what I can do here. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. And let's see if anybody comes in today. Alan Gentry, how are you? We're switching it up a little bit today. Our weather ain't so hot here right now, so I figured it'd be a good day to get back in the shop here. Nice to see you. Let's make sure the side chat is propagating over here, which it is. Let's see. All right, this is live, honey. This is live. It sure is, and it's time to get back to work on our Marantz 4430 restoration. It's not really a great day today. I'm just trying to see if I can get the side chat. It says Friday IRL live stream in the title. Yeah, thank you, Alan. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Let's see if we can get this upsized here. Yeah, it says Marantz 4430. Yeah, receiver restoration, shopping, and boozing. Friday IRL live stream here. So I think the picture should be pretty good. All right, so it's time to get cracking. And last time we were here, we have what's a 4-channel quadraphonic unit here. And that means that back in the day, quadraphonic was hot for about a minute. And the theory was that if 2 channels is good, then what the heck, 4 must be better. So we can put 2 channels in front, left and right stereo, and then we can have two speakers behind us here with two different takes on the music, 2 more channels, and we'll have our first real surround sound experience. I'm trying to see if I can make this chat. Yeah, crack open a receiver. What's going on, Bobby Kimball? How you doing? I got to keep an eye on my battery here too. I'm only going to have so much on this Chromebook. Actually, let me get my other. Well, we'll go a little bit here. But last time I did restoration on this output board here for 2 of the 4 channels. Meaning, I went in here. Which side did I do? I did this side. And I changed the electrolytic capacitors in there, which is something that should probably be done. So this time I would like to crack this side. Let me see if I can fix this angle. Let's see if I can change this any. See if this will tighten up the view some. Yeah, there we go. Right there. Yeah, rubber. I tried fixing a tube. He stuck my hand in between the run. Yeah, that'll that'll do it, man. That'll definitely. You know, there's thousands of volts running around in the back of TV, and you know, some TV repair guys would be drinking to and just in there with screwdrivers and then go to adjust something and and kill themselves there. So we got the unit unplugged. We do have some basic beginning sound. We were able to get it going. There were some solder blobs on the power board that was causing it to not fire up, and that's all been solved now. So now we have something decent anyway. It comes out of protection now. This was a $500 unit in 1974, which would be the equivalent of about $1,500 today. So not bad sounding. These things were built like tanks. They were super, super expensive. Thing sounds so good. It's so clean. Each day. Very cool today here. I got an antenna. What's up, Kuma boy? I got one on right here.
De cambiar. Entonces, para mí, el dejar de hacer esto sería ceder al zorrismo y a la prostitución.
Unbelievable unit. I hardly have any kind of antenna on this thing. It's doing great. Oh yeah!
The only thing I would add to that excellent analysis is that I think it would be one thing, Guy.
Can't stay on that too long because that's
picked Nikki Haley
National
or say
Public
Mike
Radio.
Pompeo to be vice
I might
president.
fall asleep.
And
we got some stalling here. This needs to be fixed up. This tuner gets stuck. So this thing needs a lot of work on it.
the bass that you need to turn out in droves to have a chance.
Yeah, so this thing needs a lot of work to it. So today we want to get in here and see if we can get this other side going. So I'll make sure I'm always unplugged. This stuff probably won't kill you, but it'll give you really kind of an uncomfortable feeling if you go screwing around in this. It's not like my vacuum tube equipment, 400 volt stuff. That crap will, that stuff will absolutely kill you. Let me put a wider angle on here. What's up, real VHF hours here. Let me get this baby down here. What's going on, straggler? So check out my wall of sound and all of my restorations here on YouTube, of which there have been many. So we want to be careful. There's a lot of parts that can break off on this. Unit. These old ferrite core antennas on the back are notorious for people. People used to think that you could use this to pick up your unit and carry it, believe it or not. And these things snapped right off, and that's important to have AM. And if you're going to collect this stuff, you absolutely need to make sure that your unit is as authentic as it can possibly be. So I'm going to turn this today. Try not to get, this thing weighs about 55 pounds, believe it or not. It is a beast. Most of the weight is the output, the power transformer here, which is enormous in size. Let me make sure the picture you guys seeing is okay. Yeah, hope everybody had a wonderful day. So we have to start breaking down this part. right here, which is this is really the guts of it here. We have the left 2 channels and we have the right 2 channels here. The left has been done, so we want to see what we can do safely without tearing it apart on the right hand side. Now the good news is that Marantz is known for making units that were very thoughtful of repair people. A lot of these vintage audio companies could give a darn if somebody had to get in there later and work on these units and fix them. So, you know, they would make them very complicated with short wire runs, so you couldn't remove parts. This was really the early days of discrete components here, where you would just put in a whole new power board for one side, output board for one side, and a big output board for the other side. So all these units are just made to just pull out and change without having to sit there and do a lot of diagnostic work. Well, maybe this resistor's bad, maybe that's bad, or all that. Lurker, how you doing? Nice to see you. Happy Friday. So we're going to see how we do today, making sure you guys have a decent picture. I've already heated up my soldering iron and desolder. So I'm going to go ahead and unscrew. I have everything safely unplugged here, so I'm going to unscrew this speaker output board here, and then we're going to take it from there. Let me see if I have my little screwdriver here, which I should. We're going to carefully remove this. Parts are very expensive. They're very hard to come by here, so the less we mess this up, the better. I've done dozens and dozens and dozens of restorations, and we want to be careful we don't have any shorts. And each time we change out a capacitor here, we want to refire the unit. We also want to be very careful of the polarity that we're using to make sure we put these in properly. So plus is where plus goes, and minus is where minus goes. Let's see if we can get this side here. I like to just really take my time. This is a very expensive unit. And my thought is, if you don't really know what you're doing, it's best not to get involved with these restorations, especially if you put a lot of money on. Hey, Boy Blue, where did you get this acoustic device? I think I picked this up years ago in a thrift shop as non-working. So I finally got around to begin working on it last year, and then I got involved with other projects, and about a month ago I started in on it again. And this is a Marantz 4430, which is a legendary unit for quadraphonic sound. So, okay, we want to make sure we don't rip any wires up or anything here. We should be able to lift this out carefully, or at least work this enough. Get that over the side. We need to remove this. Looks like this board's caught up on something, so I'm going to take a look at that. See what's going on. We don't. And they don't give you a lot to work on right here. A lot of slack. Okay. Let's see. I'll take that in for a closer view for you guys. You're seeing real time. You'll see. Hey Saint, how you doing? You're seeing real time restoration here in the shop, which is a rarity, especially in working on old equipment. So we have kind of loose now, and it's good to see you, Saints. But we're kind of hung up on something. It might be that we have to remove this one. 1, 2, 3. We might have to remove this one yellow here. Unless we can unbundle this. Let me see if we can unbundle. Get that free a little bit. There we go. That's what I like. Marantz builds a little extra slack into it. And if you want, we can sit down on, I can have you guys down lower. On bench side, if you want, we should be able to lift this out now. No, we're still snagged on something. I'll be darned. I don't like to willy-nilly force stuff. But I need to get that moved, or else it's going to be a no-go. Forget that. I'm just trying to eyeball that and see what's. Close, but no cigar. I don't got anything I can remove over there. And believe me, if you're ever doing a restoration, I can pull that back enough to remove the screws, and I think that should be my main objective, so we can remove the board from the heat sink on here, and I think I'll do that. You can see the way that that's moving right there. Right. So I'm going to get in here with the screwdriver now and remove these 4 screws. And if you want, I can move closer so you can see what I'm doing. Here, I'll go ahead and get the little tripod. That might be a little better. If I can find it. I guess I brought it in here. Where the hell did I sit it? I don't know. Where the heck did I sit my tripod? I don't know. That's how dumb I am. Alright, well, let's be nice, because it would give you guys a better view. I just don't know how I put it. How do you find parts? A lot of them are available on eBay, and a lot of parts I've collected over the years myself. So we're now removing the speaker output board, the two channels from the big heat sink where the big transistors are that really provide the, for lack of a better word, really provide the balls. I'm going to go inside one last time, see if I can find this. might be a better, give you guys a better view. I did change that sweatshirt. It was too doggone hot. So let's get this baby set up here. I think this will give better viewing here. Let's put this over here. This is the first time I've used this selfie stick, so I'm extending it right now. Here we go. Let's see. I've done so many of these boy blues, so many of these assemblies. There we go. I'm liking that. I think that's a little better right there. Right. Get that in even tighter. Yeah, that's good right there. Now you say take a picture of it. In electronics we have something called a schematic, which is really a road map of where all the different wires go to components. What's up, Harvey? How you doing? We're removing this output board. Hopefully we'll have enough slack to work on it. If not, it's better just not to do something if there's a chance that you're going to destroy it. Some of these old boards are very, 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 very brittle. Now, since this can move, I'm going to catch the back screws through the back side underneath here and get them out back here. Okay. Thing is a beast. All right, I'm gonna get them through this side right over here. So I'm kind of tilting that a little bit. I don't have any power on. I would never work on this hot because the chances of short circuit with hundreds and hundreds of wires here and components, destroying something that would be very difficult to find would be rather easy, wouldn't it? So what I'm trying to do is loosen this board so I have a little more ability to replace some components. The electrolytic capacitors, they're the things that dry out and go bad. All the other parts, except transistors, are usually pretty good. Resistors are good. Things like that. So hello, Shemaine. Nice to see you. I'm glad that you're good, Harvey. Okay. So now you can see that board is now able to move. So hopefully, no guarantees, but hopefully we'll be able to more easily access this. Oh man, this thing is a beast. What am I stuck on here? Okay. I think we're going to sit that. I got that upside down here. All right, here we go. Now the question is, am I going to have room to operate here and pull out these components? These are the things that I would like to check out, but I'm very restricted in terms of movement. These are called the electrolytic capacitors. There's orange, there's a few more in there. And it's pretty important. Yeah, it's going to go on the wall of sound there, Ray. How you doing? And I'll probably end up selling it. But we might not be doing anything on this board. Just because I don't like to force the issues. If something wants to be replaced, it'll make it easy to be replaced. Otherwise, all right, it's going to be very hard for us to get soldering iron in and desoldering iron to get this stuff all removed. All right. So we're hemmed in some here. So let's just turn this once more here. See what we can do. I'm not a big advocate of forcing stuff, especially when you have boards that are very old and very brittle. As you have here, I'm going to remove this antenna. Over here, there we go. Such as it is, I wouldn't really call it an antenna. I just call it a piece of romance. All right. Now we could probably sit this up and have a little bit of access to the back on an angle here. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Did I have enough room? It's going to be hard to work from the back, but that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to get the ones we can get, and we're not going to worry about the ones that we can't. Yeah, you got to be very careful with the old gear. So I'm particularly interested in. Okay, see, I've got a little bit of distance to work with here. There's a little bit of a separation, and that might be enough to do the job. What we're trying to first do is go after these two. I don't know, 220 microfarad, 63 volt jobs. Right here, they're the first ones that we're gonna do, or attempt to do. Right here. And this is a little experiment to see if anybody's really interested in real-time repair. We're gonna try not to hit any wires. We're trying to eyeball this. This could be damn near impossible. Yeah, I just don't see an easy way to get that. And the more I pull, the more I'm going to break something on there. I would like to get there's no way to pass through anything. Let's see if I can just use the soldering iron to heat up. Pull out one side and then the other here. I think that's going to be impossible on that. I'm not going to take apart this whole side here just to get that out. That's a fool's mission right there. Here's one side out. Kind of rocking this one out here. Okay. I was lucky I was able to do brain surgery and get that one out. Right there, but now we have to worry about getting it in. So that's the first one we're gonna do here. 63, and look at I think these are them here. Let's see, what do I got here? Yeah, look at the size difference over the years now compared to what they used to be. The same equivalent thing. Look at this size difference now. It's pretty amazing how much technology is advanced. Let's pull this baby out. We got that ready to go. We have to be aware of our plus and minus here. Plus is on this side. So I'm going to just work it back and forth into the holes where the feet are. Hopefully. I don't think this needs to be so long. We're going to cut off a little bit of these leads here. Make them a little shorter on there. Okay. So I'm actually working that baby down inside here. I'm gonna see if I can get that to start to go in a little bit. Okay, that went in. A little bit. I don't think we're going to be able to get that in unless we try to desolder that. So. See if we can clean up some of that in there. I'm now using what's called a desoldering iron. It's designed to use a vacuum to pull out solder. Creates a vacuum. I'm not crazy about it, but especially working on an angle. That again. One of the holes is clear. Now we're going for the other. Please hit the thumbs up if you haven't hit the thumbs up button yet. It is very appreciated. Clear that out. I think we got a good bit of it. I'd like to get all of it. I think we're clear enough to get that through. All right. So I bent the legs on that one. I'm going to go ahead and put this. Try getting this one in here. And I'm replacing the parts that typically go bad on these units. Yeah, the smaller size is also a big advancement in technology too. A real advancement in technology. So, okay. You'll see this has a little minus symbol on it. Right? You have to make sure this definitely has a plus and minus connection. Yeah, Saint, it's been a long time. I hope you're doing well, bro. You know, we lost P2E, Prepping to Endure, sadly, who I miss tremendously. He was a great part of this channel and a heck of an electrician. And that really hurt to lose him. Let's get a little more light on here. These lights are really good for this. Okay. All right, luckily you can see now. I'll give you a close-up. Make sure I get the polarity right. We kind of lucked out on that one. Alright, you can see what I did here. You can see the two legs coming out right there. Okay. And there sits the new one down there. And we have the plus properly aligned on the board there, or else we'll ruin the whole program here. All right, so that's absolutely critical. So let's go ahead and solder that in. That cheers me up a little bit. I wasn't making a lot of headway here in the shop today, son of a you know what. So let's get my old Chicago Electric, my poor Harbor Freight. Thing looks like it needs Viagra, doesn't it? What the hell? If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell for all notifications. This is a vintage audio paradise here, among other crazy things. So let's go ahead and get this soldered in on the back there. These adjustable lights are great. Till they're not. We will be shopping, drinking, and cooking later. I'm just having some noodles tonight. But we have to see if we need anything for chicken corn chowder we'll be making in the kitchen stadium tomorrow. Let's see. Get that soldered in a little better. It looks like a fifth grade electric lab work there. All right, that one's in. Now let's get the other leg here. So welcome in everybody. You're watching real-time repair on a vintage audio, a beautiful vintage Marantz quadraphonic unit here. Last week, a couple weeks ago, we finally got it going. And now we're just doing some standard restoration work here. What the hell's going on today? I mean, I know I'm a crappy solderer, but there we go. That's a nice one. Let's go back and get the fifth grade one here. All right, that's perfect. All right. Perfecto. So one down. We got one of these old, and these are good. I mean, this would probably still test out okay. Marantz use really good Elna, really good Japanese components, but they don't last forever, right? Well, my eyesight is pretty tough, but I'm working close up here, so it's not really that horrendous. We're going to go ahead and clip these off. We don't want any spurious metal around here. All right. That means metal that could just find its way onto the circuit board and basically create havoc. So I'm pretty happy with that. That's one down. And now we have to try to get the one on the other side here. So I guess we'll try to get in here with the let's see if we get that tilted a little bit. I guess we'll try to use the desoldering iron a little bit here. Let's get this up a little bit. Empty the just emptied out. Let's make sure we already did that one. Let's try to do this one over here. All right. This thing just doesn't work good on an angle. I think the thing to do is heat it and remove it first, and then worry about removing the solder from it. Work a little bit better. So I'm gonna just wiggle and pull here. Got one side. And I think I felt the other side bust loose. Okay. I think we just about wiggled it out of there. Okay. There's another one we got. There's more than one way to skin a cat. This ain't the best way to skin a cat, but it skins a cat. Right? And that's what we want to do. Again, look at the relative size difference between old technology and new today. This is like three times smaller than the old technology here. All right. So now we want to see, those holes actually look pretty clean. I'm pretty happy. I might be able to just, I might have lucked out and just be able to get one right in there. I don't know. That might be really good news. Lock that in on the board there. So welcome in if you're new to the channel. We do a lot of vintage audio. You can check the playlist here. A lot of listening experiences, a lot of vintage audio rescue. Love you to be a part of it. All right, so we're gonna do, which way do we got the plus here? All right. We got our two pluses face inward here. Oh, I think I lucked out on this one. Yeah, how about that? I just managed to just, you know, even a blind pig gets a truffle once in a while. You see that baby slide right through? I was lucky, lucky, lucky. These are actually, I think, the hardest ones to get, these two, because they're the deepest in there. But you can see they're sitting pretty in there. Right now. Right. Now we're going to go ahead and solder this in. We don't have to blob it. Just make sure it's good and hot. I think that looks okay. All right. And we are on the board there. Looking pretty. With our two orange boys right here. Right there. And we're going to cut this off. Make sure we remove all of these things that we cut. What's up, BIA? Skin a cat, skin a bear. I don't know, Red. I've heard that a lot. There's more than one way to skin a cat, right? Maybe it's a rat. I don't know. They're cutting that one off right there. All right, those were the two most difficult, I think. Deep dive on the board, and probably they designed it by putting it in so it would be a little easier there. Now we're going to go try to capture this boy right here, and this should be an easy one. We're going to be using our desoldering iron again, which just creates a vacuum pump. When I push that button, it removes the theoretically it removes the solder. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. You have to get used to working on the back of the board to figure out what exactly you're working on. Okay, that was pretty good. Yeah, the old electronics have distinctive smell, but they're very, very valuable these days. All these young people, they want all the old school stuff. They don't want the black boxes. Oh, that did a nice job. Spit that out. Be careful of any dropping any solder drops on the board here. Let's see if we clean this one up a little more. Okay. Pull that other leg out of there. And welcome in, everybody. Just doing a little bit of a test. I usually do this recorded just to see if anybody would be curious to watch it live. Okay, there we go. It's like performing brain surgery. So this value is a 47 microfarad, 16 volt. So I'm going to go over to my box here. One thing it's nice to have is a nice box with all the values here. So 47, what did I say the voltage was on that one? What did I say? I don't know. What did I say it was? 16 volt. I'm going to upsize that. That'll protect that 47. I'm just going to use a 50 here. Right over here. 47, 50. Give it much more protection. Look at how tiny that is. Unbelievable the way that technology's improved. Check my eyes. You have 47, and this says 25 volts, which is fine. I guess that got into the wrong. One. Who cares? Is this it? No, that's a 330. All right. Here we go. Well, let's see. Yeah, but Harvey, your stuff tends to be all reel to reel, and which is really cool. Yeah, I want to use a 50 volt one here. So, all right, and I just dropped it on the floor. Buttery fingers. This baby back in. Let's get her plugged in. Yeah, I typically go with the higher value, especially since the unit is older. You know, I give it a little more inboard protection here. All right, so we're stepping up to a 50 volt. We're stepping up to a 50 volt job here. All right, we're going to check our polarity here. Make sure we get it in correct. All right, there we are. Up here we have to put the positive in the positive side. Okay, she just slides right in. Right there. You can probably see that. You see the two little legs I have sticking out right there. Double check the polarity. And it looks good. There's a positive and a negative side to these things, and there's hell to pay if you confuse them. Yeah, I did that. I built them for a while. Those kind of I built those little. I want to build a transmitter, a low power for the Rancho. One that the FCC won't come running. And look at this crappy. This is an embarrassment, Harvey. This would get me drummed out of the Japanese workshop there with this crappy thing. But what the hell, it does the job, right? All right. There it is, and we don't want to leave any legs hanging out. What's going on, Elon? How you doing? Welcome into real-time vintage audio restoration here today. All right. I don't want any loose bits down here. All right. Okay. All right, that looks pretty doggone good. All right. So we got that one in there, which is perfect. All right, let's see where we're gonna go for next. This is so dusty and dirty. I'd like to try to, this is gonna be a challenge over here. We have this one, I don't have to be that close in. I got this one in the well down here. We're gonna try to go for that one next. Make sure I got a million people messaging me here. Okay, that's off. All right. So please tap the like button if you're coming in. It's very appreciated. First thing I like to do is just heat them up and remove them. Just wiggle them. Do a little wiggle. I gotta put the light over here to see what I'm shooting at here. I just kind of rock it a little bit, like Backstreet Boys. All right. I just hit one and the other, and then just kind of work it out just like that. Our AM is really still very full here. People don't want to give up on AM. This is 50 volt. Okay, that's a 50 volt 47. So that's exactly what we put in the, we oversized the other one. So let's go ahead here and desolder this. Get this cleaned up as much as we can here. Let's see if we can see if we can get any of this solder removed. It's a very bad angle here. So we might just have to rock that baby back in. Well, yeah, it's good to have a desoldering iron, but it's even better when you don't have to work on an angle. That's all right, because you risk blowing solder back on the board again, which is really really no bueno. All right, let's get this 4750 here. slide this back in. Check our value. 47.50 there. Now we'll check our alignment here. Look at this light. I like these lights that you can adjust a lot of different angles. So, song blue, creeping round my window. Okay. See if this is open or not. Okay, that one's not open for business. We got to do some more cleaning in that. Wanted to be a wise guy. It's hard to get that up when it's on an angle, you know. All right, maybe she opened up there. What's up, Dory Lynn? We're just trying a little experiment in seeing if people were interested in real-time repair here. I hope you're doing well today, honey. We'll be back to drinking and everything else later tonight. Shopping. Turn that off so we're not getting any. All right. I think that's open now for business, yes. We still got a little bit of solder left in the other side here. Gee, I don't know if Marantz would have hired me or not, right? Who knows? It's a little rough in there. Little rough. Kelly, I hope you're doing well, honey. Get this light on the subject here. These goofy things all wrapped around. Okay, spread your legs, so to speak. I mean, these legs. All right, we're through. We're through to the promised land. Yes. Yes, there we go. All right, good news. You can see the legs of joy. Where are they? Right down in there. Maybe you can see them poking through. I got that wire in the way. All right, double check one last time to check and make sure we got it hooked up correctly, which it appears we do. So we'll go ahead and solder that in. And thank you for being here today. We have to try different stuff on the channel. Our weather is a little funky today. So let's get our solder going here. Okay, there's one down. You got to make sure that these don't bridge any other areas. That's why we have this beast over here for protection. This variac, so we can bring the voltage up very slowly to the unit, so in case something smokes, we can still pull our chestnuts out of the fire. Yeah, Samantha, I purposely seek out the lead solder. I try to get as much of the fumes in my, to get my brain affected as much as possible. There's one soldered. Let's catch the other. Make sure we don't have any bridging to any other point in there. That's the real deal. All right. Song, song, blue, weeping like a moron. Song, song, blue, creeping round my window. I'm calling 911 'cause you're a creeper. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh man, that's so ugly. There we go. My Harbor Freight is really horrific, right? My Harbor Freight thing is just like terrible in here. Just soldering iron is bad. Let's remove. We don't want any spurious pieces of metal around here. That was not an easy one to get to there. All right. Just a little dab will do you. That might be all right. I hate to leave that much on the board. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied with that. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to get that to the. I'm not sure I'm going to get to that today, Harvey. It's very easy to do your adjustments here and all that. I don't know if I'll be getting to that today. Right, like to mix it up a little. Just see as far as we go. If I can get this board done today, because this is such an extraordinarily complicated unit here, then I'll be a very happy camper. Right, I mean I'll be very, very happy. Right, this one should be easy to desolder. The next one we're going after is here. Right there, and that looks like 100 microfarad, 25 volter there. Not to be revolting. Hey Naomi, how you doing? Hey Cobra John, what's up? Let's see if we can get this bad boy. Bad boys, what you gonna do? This should get easier now. All right. Song, song, blue. Creeping like a creeper. That one worked pretty good, didn't it? Let's see if we can get this baby out. All right, we got that one out. So we'll go to our box of goodies here, and we'll pull out the proper one and get ready to spearfish her on in. All right, this is 100 microfarad, 25 volts. We're going to step it up to a 50 volts unit. Give us a little bit more protection here. Yeah, you got to have a desoldering. I don't know how anybody could do this work without a desoldering iron. Otherwise, you just destroy. And let me tell you, these drawers, these aren't so bad. Marantz, they're pretty thick boards. But some of these companies are absolutely horrendous that built this crap in the 1970s. They made these boards like paper thin. And it's like they hated to use any copper at all. Even then, they were cheap. All right, let's get our polarity correct on this one. And she goes. Spread your legs. Right there. And that one's in. See the legs. All right, let's get our solder. I got a big surprise tomorrow. I'm doing another little experiment tomorrow. I don't want to say what it is yet because it might not come off. But it's something I've not done in a hell of a long time. Okay, so here we go. We've got our solder. She spread her legs there. All we got to do get her in. Let's do one more check on the polarity. And the polarity is correct. You do it backwards and you'll just blow up the whole unit. And the Radio Rebuilders Hall of Fame will kick me out. Right there's one side. We'll be doing a tube unit next. We'll be rewiring a tube unit. Hey Mitchell, why did you get a new name? Fixing the LG. Boy, I've done it. That's like one of my most popular videos. Changing out the drain pump in the LG. Okay, make sure you don't leave any metal behind. This is really a bad angle here, but I got it. Okay. So we've now got this boy, these two boys in here. We got this girl here. We're now going to go over. We got easy coasting right now. We got another 1647 here that we're going to change out. Okay, let's grab that bad boy. This should be really easy now. We've done our hard reaching. Hopefully we haven't messed anything up. I will double check the polarity before I put fire in the hole here. And make sure you're subscribed if you're watching. If you're new, you'll see vintage playlists that are tremendous with rescues, repairs, units from 1959 until 1983, and a whole epic wall of sound. Okay? Love you to be a part of it. We also do metal detecting, demonstration cooking. I've also been known to drink heavily on Friday nights. I admit it. It is what it is. Now let's get this bad boy right here. And we go shopping. Okay, you see that did a nice job. I don't know how. I'd like to show you how nice a job this does. Maybe it'll go in here. Yeah, my brother was big into ham radio. Right up here. Let's see if we can see that. You can see right here. What a nice job that desoldering iron. That leg is just sticking right through. Right there, and that's exactly what we want to see. All right. It's very hard to do this work on an angle. I don't really recommend it, but I don't have a lot of choice right now. Right? Marantz is easy to work on, but it ain't that easy to work on, all right? Especially you get a big quadraphonic unit like this. Oh, and by the way, this is the power supply board that was already redone. Okay, so she's in super shape all the way around. Don't ever have to recap. Somebody said, well, you got to recap the whole unit. No, you don't. No, you don't. If you look over here, this is a tuner board. Do you know how low the power is that goes through the tuner? Right? All these IF, RF coils. You know how little bit of power goes through? Don't mess around with this stuff. Okay? Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna go bad. All right, it's 24 volts, Brian. It's 12 volts even, and some of it's 10 volts. Okay, it's such a, it's, you know, don't, the more you fiddle, the more you're gonna get screwed. You got to know where the meat is, the power supply board and the outputs. These take the heavy wear and tear. Look at the size of these beefy transistors here. All right. They're the things that get hot. All right, this is where the trouble happens on this board right here and this one. Otherwise, you're just being a part changer just because, well, you want to impress your girlfriend and everything. All right. Okay, impress her with your lobster thermidor. All right, that's what I recommend. All right, let's capture this boy right here. We got one side done. Let's go to the other. I don't know. Do I need to go to Safeway tonight, Kelly? I'm not sure, huh? Do I need to, I don't know. Do I need to go to Safeway tonight? I mean, I'm making chicken corn chowder in Kitchen Stadium tomorrow night. So I'd love you guys to be a part of that chicken corn chowder by request. My wonderful moderator, Shimei, here, who just finished her vacation on the Jersey Shore, and who's jealous. You get to spend all that quality time with her sister. I'm absolutely beside myself with envy. This is gonna be a little hard, this thing. I think we're gonna do a wiggle remove initially on this one. Hey, LaDonna, cooler of ice can margaritas. There you go. What time's the Bush test? Yeah. It's going to be a Bush Light night tonight. I tell you that, gambler. Right? Right? All right, we got to keep this out of the way. This is really going to be, this is bad news here. We're going to try to work that out. All right, let's see if we can get that baby out on that side. The one you think is going to be the easiest. I'm removing the electrolytic capacitors, changing them out on the quadraphonic unit here. I'm working on the right side now. Front and back. I have a solder sucker. All right. There it is right there. Man, you, Brian Jones, you must think I'm new at this stuff, dude. I pioneered vintage audio on this, on YouTube. All right, here we go. I want my quadraphonic unit to be nice. You know, I want it to last a while. All right, we're just about out on that boy. That bad boy right there. I mean, that's like telling Muhammad Ali how to box, right? Boy, that baby is really in there, ain't it? God, it's gonna get a prize for ugly today. All right, there we go. Gonna get a prize for ugly. Well, I got 10 years on you. All right, here we go. Another 1647 microfarad. We're gonna step that up to 50 volts. Why? Because I can. Song blue. Yeah, it's a pain, but it's got to be done properly. Let's make sure we got 47 and 50. Let's check our polarity here. All right. Where in the hell did I do it? What, am I sleeping here? Where is it? Give me a clue. Give me, Alex, give me clues for 100, please. There it is. It's hiding over there. Who was the talk show host that people just suddenly dislike? Who is Ellen DeGeneres? Correct. Other talk show hosts people don't like. Oh, it's a Daily Double. Ding, 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 ding. Yes, I use an oscilloscope, a 1966 RCA scope right there. All right. I'd like to do easy chicks for 50, please. Daily Double, right? Here we go. All right. Okay. All right, don't mind me today. I'm in a pre-drink giddiness here. What the hell was this? This was this a Nichicon? I can't tell what the hell. I really never seen, oh, Nippon. Yeah, this is a Nichicon. Okay. This is the, all right. All right, let's go ahead. Do this. DC. Oh man, look at Dr. Frankenstein, the equipment I have here. Man, distortion analyzers, generators, DC power supplies, coming out the wazoo, transistor testers, decade resistance boards. Yeah, 1 hour and 15 minutes till happy hour. All right. So let's go ahead and solder this one in. Let's see what we got here. You know, with the test instrument these days, the oscilloscope, there's really kind of, I sold my Tektronix one, my good one. My dual channel oscilloscope, I just didn't find a need for it anymore. Right. All right. I mean, not many people have a distortion analyzer. Right. Yeah, something very cool. And you know what else is going on, Dr. Frankenstein? A lot of younger people are really seeking out the old school stuff these days. They really want the old school. All right, that's good. Let's see, I got 2 more I'd like to grab over here. That's the Great Grabowski. Don't burn your fingers. Mark, what's up? Yeah, 28 years old. A lot of young people don't want the black box LED. No beauty, just crap. They're also taking away stereo from young kids now. You know, their philosophy is they don't even know it anyway, so they're used to mono on their phones, and like, why should we continue to have that expense? These kids don't even know what stereo is. Okay. Which shows you the insulting level of the industry. I did a fairly half-assed job. See, Marantz tends to underlay the legs on their electrolytics, which is like a, 8-track tapes are okay. I just have to loosen, pull one leg at a time. You know, if you try to desolder on an angle, it just sucks. Now I go back and desolder, it's easier to get it out. This is another 125 here. We're gonna do 150 here. Okay. All right. We're doing all right. Hordes of dead stock. That was the greatest thing I ever know. Your wall is down. Yeah, but every wall, wow, everything's still in the box. Holy smokes, man. Surprised the guy hasn't been robbed. Right. I got a lot of gear from old radio shops that closed up. I got a lot of very valuable and very rare things like transistors to list up and sell. Some guy out of Cambridge, Maryland, had a big shop. Well, it's okay, BIA. I mean, there's people with better, but I just enjoy it. You know, I've brought 50% of those units back, but it's, you know, there's only so many hours in a day, and I have a lot of interests. So, you know, I'm getting back into metal detecting. This is very rare. This is the first live stream I've had on the channel since last Saturday. All right, Harvey. Thanks for coming in. All right, let's get this bad boy in. And then we should be in good shape. We're going to fire it up and test her up. It won't come out of protection. If you see over here, it has a relay over here. And the relay just makes sure there's no weird voltages running around, that something's cocked up. It protects the unit, but in a way that leaves you with major guessing about what the problem is. So it ain't like AI, right? It ain't like AI. All right, let's put this bad boy in. All right. I like to do one at a time. A lot of people remove them and then they get all goofed up and do them backwards and forget where this one went. And now, because I'm on an angle, 90-degree perpendicular, I'm being very careful. I don't want any bridged connections here, touching over anything else on the board. With my third world soldering iron. All right, get that off of there. I'm making sure none of this metal falls down either. All right, there's another one in. Okay, we got some of these are super low volt. I'm not really too worried about some of these. I want to get this boy down in here next. That one. See if we can get to that one without destroying a lot of stuff down here. All right. Song blue. Yeah, I got people that remove all the caps from the whole unit and then they blow it up and then they wonder what went wrong. Well, you went wrong, dude. Right? You try to cowboy it. I'm the person that changes out so few caps on units. I'm a big advocate if it ain't broke school. Especially some of the higher quality units used really excellent ones. All right, we're gonna have to wiggle this baby out now. Okay. All right, we're gonna backstreet this one out. Shucking and jiving. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. All right, what do we got here? What do we see? Another 5047. That's a pretty powerful. So that's about the highest rated we have. Look at the size difference these days. That's not the right size. Don't be a dick. Give a hoot, don't pollute. There we go. Look at the difference in technology now. What a difference. All right, let's see if we can get some solder off of this board now. No, but a lot of people just can't resist. They're just bored. They don't have anything to do. Oh, let's go do this, or let's go stick our head in a microwave oven. All right, might be cool. All right, I think she's open. I don't know. She might be open for business. So glad to have you along. If you enjoy vintage audio, we've got vintage audio listening experiences, vintage audio rescue, and vintage audio restoration. We have a Marantz 4430. I had my old video wrong. It's a 4430. On the bench today. It's actually been on the bench for 14 months. Don't be mad at me. All right, there we go. Pull that through. There we go. Don't be mad at me. Okay, let's see how ambitious I want to be on those other ones. I think it's pretty easy to get to them. I don't know. I'm feeling a bit peckish. Let's see. And I got a big surprise coming tomorrow, something I haven't done for a long time. I mean, a long time. You're gonna dig it. I'm not gonna let the cat out of the bag, but, right. It's like Johnny Bench said, no runs, no drips, no errors. All right, there we go. I can't give you a hint, Dory. If I give you a hint, it'll just blow the whole dealio. And if you haven't checked out last night's with Cindy Russo, it was amazing. She's given me a whole new take on my pizzas. Like, suddenly my pizza's like second level. Okay, I think we look pretty good on that. Let's get that nipped off right there. All right, so our board is really coming along now. Here. We have a lot of new meat on the board. So it's a question where you just want to grab these little boys here, and this is where I start to get kind of lazy. But I guess we'll have a go at it. All right, Harvey, take it easy. Let's see. Let's grab this little boy. I don't know. Just see, this thing's right in the middle of the jungle. Man, I hate to start doing this crap. Right in the middle of all the action. All right. You risk solder bridges and all that. Bridges of doom. All right. Okay, well, I think that we have completed our parts change out here. It's now time. Let's back this up now. Let's clean up here a little bit. And let's get our stuff out of here. we've changed out quite a few today. As you can see right there, our little pile. All right, so that ain't bad. Hopefully we didn't destroy it. So let's try to get stuff back together here. And let's make sure we're still okay. You know what I mean? Like we're not going to blow anything up. So let's move you guys back here a bit as we go to put this unit back together again. Slide that in. Alright, just like so. Oh, I just love the way Marantz builds stuff. I just love the way they build stuff. This thing with big fins is called a heat sink, because these big fat transistors get very hot. So you got to dissipate that heat somehow. All right, I'm going to sit this on the end here. Let me just look at the board. I think we're okay. All right, just like so. I just kind of regret I just did that, but how else am I going to get a screwdriver in there? All right, let me get the screws here. Don't get screwed. It's Scrooge. You'll love it. That holiday classic. Starring Mary Lou Retton. Gotta get this thing in. Gotta get this thing in. Gotta get this thing in. It's a question of where you grab it on the mate here. All right. Let's see if we're going to be able to get that one in. Okay. We got one down. There. Don't over tighten or you'll crack the board. And once the board is cracked, you'll wish you were on crack. Okay. Let's get this side. You'll want to slam your meat. Come on. Take our time. Take our time. Take our time. The hell happened there? Why are we balking here? We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Pardon my elbow for a minute. I got to get this thing seated. I'm going to be mad if I drop this thing down. Okay. That might have felt like it right there. I don't know. Ah. Frustrating, you bet. Right on down. There it went. Luckily, it went right through the bottom. Oh no, I just dropped it straight down into here. This is where stuff starts to go bad. Starts to get lunacy. See, did I drop it down here? Just taking a peeky boo. Might have gone right through, but I want to be sure that it didn't go down here. I got the original Butterfingers. We'll have to turn the unit upside down once we get it kind of situated over here. All right, we don't ever want to loose screw, so if we don't muck with it too much right now, it'll probably just come right out when we turn it over. It's very tricky maneuvering. You know, it's double the workload, these units. You know, there's not a lot of glory here. You know, it was hot for a minute and then that was it. And it's too hot, too hot, too hot, baby. Maybe I should loosen this side a little bit. Give me a little more operating room. On account of it's too hot, too hot, too hot, baby. Gotta run for shelter. Why are we being so finicky here? All right. I don't want to turn this thing over. So let me secure this first before we turn this over. I don't want shit to start breaking. Let's get this secured down. Downtown Julie Brown. Going downtown like Julie Brown on a Friday night. Let's see, this is magnetized. We should be able to drop this baby in. This is like the game Operation you played as a kid. All right, remove the funny bone. Shit. All right, we got that pretty much secured in. We want this thing like ultra secured in here. We don't want no flying meat. All right. We don't want any flying meat here. Okay, this baby's good and secure. Now we can turn it upside down and let that drop good. Here we go. I hear it. Look at how old and brittle this is. All right, well, we're just gonna have to, before we just tear it apart, we'll just have to just make sure it's not laying on a circuit board. That'll be all right. Oh, here it is. Yay. You showed up. You came home. Oh, John boy, you're home. Mama, don't cry. Mama, don't cry. John boy, you worried your mother's sick. I'm sorry, Grandma. I was over in Mount Pilot. I'm going to boat right. Finally, we got it. Finally. Yeah, thank you, Jose. Oh, man. Finally, we got it. I don't like to have loose parts around. Loose bits sink ships. Get older, your depth perception is like crap. All right, there we go. All right, that's good. We got this baby pretty secured. We need to now get the rest of it on the underside here. My stereo stopped working. Can you fix it? let's start on it, right? We should grab some of these boards too. Not that much on it to grab. They should be relatively easy. They should probably be done as long as we got this. Let's secure this out. Let's finish securing this. I'm not sure when we're going, honey. Not quite sure. We just have a small country club crowd today. Because mainly these days I'm really focusing on recording. But we'll be out there getting a coffee. But it's way too early. Let's do brain surgery, right? Yeah, the workshop is... I figured you would, Dory Lynn. You know, you should have been a diesel mechanic. You would have been a good diesel mechanic. All right. You like being around trucks and stuff. Having to get involved with all that warranty work. Pissed off customers. All right. All right, I'm really happy we didn't lose our shit, so to speak. Yes. All right. All right. So both of the power boards done. We should stop at this point and make sure that we're running. Let me pick up all the little bits of metal and get them out of here. Never got my fingers greasy. That's because you were like the brains of the operation there. Okay. All right, Dr. Frankenstein, let's get this shield on for the FM. Here. Let's get this baby back on. Bollocks. Oh, man. Bollocks. All right, let's get this shield on. Oh, I love it, Jose. I wanted to really be. That's right, Torrin. That's all I was. I just pushed paper. That's all. That was all of my stuff, honey. It was like, what the hell? You think I want to look inside somebody's brain? Really? Where does this thing go? Like that. Everything's like a big ass mystery here. There we go. I guess we're kind of on. Who the hell knows, right? I guess this thing's supposed to be on the outside. I don't know. You like to be on the outside? We're going to stick you on the outside. All right. Okay. be an ugly little tool. You can be an ugly little tool. I'm a paper pusher. Hey, Corey, I'm glad everything's working out, I think. With Dog, that was, I hated to see you that way, honey. But I'm remaining optimistic. Remaining optimistic what that man has been through. Okay, that's down. That's downtown like Julie Brown on a Friday night. There we go. That's it. Yeah, I'm just, it's been, I feel like we've been through this with you, you know what I mean? It's like, not what I like, certainly sure as hell not what you like, but you've been holding the whole crew together. 5 window for 3 that was wrong, with 1 was a bad cord. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. There we go. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, it's all off. It's all cocked up. It's offset. Do it right. We got to fix this rail. Make sure that thing floats free. We got so much work to do on this unit. Let's try it again. There. It's like Marantz would say to me, "Well, you're just you're like a moron, right? Maybe you shouldn't be in the shop." Welcome back, Alan. We're getting ready to fire up the unit and see what we got here after all this drama today. I'm a drama queen. Yeah, hey, Gordon, what's going on? It's a bloody good day. It's kind of a funky weather day here. All right, that's on the right way now anyway. It was kind of cocked up before, a little bit hobble cocked. All right. Yeah, let's hope no smoke. We're gonna bring it up real slow. If we bring it up slow with super low voltage, we'll be able to see where the issue is. If we just smoke it, then we're going to have, we could do damage in 10 different places, and then it's beyond repair. Damn, I remember I used to have steady hands, right? Steady hands and decent eyes. All right. Oh, man, yeah, sell us your hot plate. Make sure all your grounds are grounded. Well, this stupid thing came off the bottom. Look at this for old. All right. That's the way you protect something from shorting out, right? Crazy land. Make sure that doesn't touch the bottom. Yeah, right. So we're going to get a piece of electrical tape, and we're actually going to tape that. That's really goofy. It used to have some adhesive that's long gone. This is the kind of stuff you got to take care of. All right, it's got to be done. We're a couple minutes away from firing it up and see what we get here. We have a super giant Marantz 4430 here, circa 1978. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that. Oh, that didn't work, bloody hell. Yeah, there. That didn't work. We're going to tape it from the side. It'll be all right. There you go. That protects the bottom from shorting out there. That thing is so close to the bottom. They built that too close. Nothing like electrical tape. Boy, this thing doesn't want to stick on at all, does it? All right, well, just be that way. We'll just flip it upside down. It should want to hold it in there automatically, sort of. I'm going to tape it right here. Oh, this thing's really bugging me. Put that in there. Okay, that ain't going anywhere now. There we go. That's the way we do it. All right, let's look at the bottom here. Make sure we got no other metal around. On the bench, we're gonna put our safety glasses on. And this saved me before. If you subscribe to the channel, you'll see a video called Explosion in the Workshop, where we had an enormous explosion on a H.H. Scott unit amplifier. All right, so that's our, let's just stitch these. Let's take a look at the bottom. This is for our CD4 demodulator for quadraphonic sound. We're going to come back. We're just going to give this a test. We're going to come back and catch these boards too. If we're going to get that out today, we'll probably do this one. We'll probably get to that one down there. There's just, you know, this thing is just sick with components, right? Let's make sure our speakers. I've turned this thing so many different directions that I lost one connection here. Go ahead and strip that out. Oh boy. I have CFS disease. Can't find shit around here. Here we are. Okay. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Please hit the like button. Got something exciting planned for tomorrow I haven't done in a long time. What you'll say, oh what, be sober? No, I'm be sober on a Friday night? No, don't be a smart ass. Let's see. Right. It's like Hillary Clinton said to Bill Clinton, right, Bill? I got she said, Bill, I got such good news for you. You're never going to believe what it is for your birthday. You moving out? I love that. All right, let's get the antenna hooked up here. Yeah, there's the explosion in the workshop. Man, I had PCBs I was sucking down, but I had safety glasses on. Okay. And so should you, particularly if you're using tube equipment. All right. Alright, we're going to turn our voltage way down here on our variac. We have our good luck Christmas lights in the shop here, twinkling overhead. Yeah, this one was bad, Dr. Frankenstein. If you bookmark that and watch that later, that was bad. It was so loud it blanked out the microphone on the GoPro. You know, to protect the feature, to make sure that you don't blow out the microphone on it. Okay. Right. So always make sure that I'm wearing safety glasses these days. Let's get an antenna hooked up too. Imagine me and you. Ba-doo, 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 derpa, derpa, derpa. All right. And you and me, so happy together. How is the weather? All right. Let's try to get that up there. All right, we're going to take it we're going to bring up the volume, the voltage slowly here. Let's put our faceplate on so we see what controls we got here. We're using a variac here, so we can bring our voltage up very slowly. Here's our nice faceplate, and this is a Marantz 4430, which is a legendary quadraphonic unit here. All right, let's get our variac on, get that started up, and then we'll be watching it slowly in the front here. Okay, back that off a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry, cute kitty. Photonic induction. That's quite a compliment. Okay. All right, so we got our variac on in the back, and let's hit our power switch here, and then we're going to slowly bring it up here. See, we're just particularly watching for smoking or sparking or anything like that. Well, it might help if I plugged in the plug. All right, there we go. Yeah, how is your meat? Here we go. See if we get any sign of life at all. All right, looks like we've got a little bit of light in the corner there. Our operating lights here. Got something. Right now we're going to let this set in about 75 volts here. We're going to let this idle here. And we're going to do a real close check. Well, thank you, kitty. I can't fix everything, but I'll have a crack at it. We're just making sure we don't have any smoke, anything here. hard to know what you got to get some knobs in this thing. So you've got idling a little more here. Making sure I'm feeling around to make sure there's nothing that's getting hot here.
La pausa comercial, ya.
Never bad boy. We're hoping.
Doing pretty good for 78 volts.
Hoy duerme alguien diferente.
Down for a second here. All right, what's going on over here? Let's see what we got here. Hear that? All right, let me get my deoxid a little bit. Let's turn this off a second. We're getting there little by little. Little by little. All right. We're gonna try cleaning up stuff a little bit here. Okay. All right, I only had one channel going for a second, and I figured that the balance had just been funked up a little bit. Now we're getting two sides here.
I want you to know I know the truth. Of course I know I would be nothing
Without you, did you ever know that you're my hero?
You're everything
I never wanted to be. I can fly lower.
Palabras, el evolucionar, el ser diferente.
All I wanted was a white knight with a good heart.
I'm still checking for smoke, making sure we're not producing any smoke here out of the unit. Let's try Marantz units are very, very valuable.
COVID wave started a lot earlier and turned out to be a lot worse than people had expected. In fact, the virus is still spreading like crazy in many parts of the country, and the RSV and flu seasons just aren't that far away. So officials want to start laying the groundwork for getting as many
See, I don't like
protected
the
as
way when I'm
possible.
touching this
Here's
thing.
Dr. Mandy Cohn. She runs the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. At a briefing today, she said the country could be facing a winter respiratory virus season as bad as last year's.
The best plan going into this winter is for everyone
See, this thing has got to be cleaned up right here. Hear that?
against the illnesses responsible for the majority of fall and winter deaths and hospitalizations.
That ain't cool,
Rob,
folks.
tell us about the tools.
Let's
What
kill
can people
that a
do?
minute. Let's now
Well, the
attack
first thing we
that
can do
problem
is
right
get one
there.
of the updated COVID vaccines. All 3 vaccines have been reformulated to try to
I know, we're going to get you vaccine me again, man. It'll be like number 15 for me. Okay, well this is no good. So we gotta clean this bad boy up right here. So let's do this. We're making good headway today. We're making very good headway. Let's turn off our power, pull our plug here. And let's get you guys back over here. We're making good headway. Yeah, it's scratchy. It's got some issues, Saint. It's got some definite issues. But it's nothing we haven't faced in the shop before. Oh, just the weight of this unit. Oh my. Oh. Anybody need a boat anchor? All right. We're going to hit this pot right here. Right in there. All right. Hitching a ride. Ooh. Hitching a ride. Okay, this pot right. Let me point to it right here. All right, she's dirty. She's a dirty one, guys. She is a dirty one, so I'm gonna need a knob turner here. A Turner Classic Turner. So that I can flip that back and forth. All right. And we're going to use some deoxit here, which is, well, you don't use WD-40 just for electronic. And we're going to spray that real well. We're going to work that back and forth. All right. See that mechanism going? It's a gang unit. We're going to spray in some of these too. All right. All right. Let's see if we had any gain in that. WD-40 will melt the plastic, and your unit will be worthless. I know so many people that have lubricated with WD-40 and absolutely destroyed their units. Okay. Why are tuners better than radio? Because they can give a higher fidelity to them. Here now. Darn this thing. What a pain in the sack this is. We'll have to put that on when we close the bottom up. I don't have any metal making contact right now. Man, what a pain in the sack. No, WD-40 will just destroy. It'll just destroy the unit. All right. So let's go plug back in. Let's take our power down again. And we'll go hitching a ride. Take it up to 78 is always a good stop point on here. All right. Let's see if she comes out of protection. All right, what did I do? Did I hit something? What do we got here? Remote front. All right. All right, well that's interesting. Let's try clicking it off again. I flipped something off here or something. I don't know what I did. I'm not getting anything. I'm getting signals. What the hell just happened? Turn that down. I don't want to be blasted out. I got like 5,000 buttons on here. Well, I've got no idea what the hell just happened. We're all the way up at power. I disconnect some speakers. No, the speakers are on. Nothing's not. I think I just hit one. I think I hit a button on the front or something. Right. I think I hit the wrong thing here. AM. Let's see, that's AM. FM. 2-channel dimension. I have no idea what that is. Ain't that interesting, guys? I know I got a button pushed down somewhere I shouldn't have pushed down. Fiddling with too much stuff on here. Where are you located, Lurker? All right, let's see. Man, I hate this. I got like 5,000 buttons on here, and I know I got the wrong one down. Somewhere. I know I don't want muting. Oh man. I think when I turned it, I flipped a button somewhere, and I got to figure out which one it is. Ew, wow. These two are good. Loudness. Did I flip these things so? All over the place. I don't even know what the hell dimension means on that. That's frustrating because I know I hit a button. Oh no, discreet. That's the problem with these complicated things. Some button. There it is. Too many buttons. Too many buttons.
De caso. La silla más cerrada junto a las compañías de seguro tendrá una conversación.
Give me a heart attack. I got so much power.
So call now to keep your family cool and comfortable during More Home Services' best summer ever event. Our number is 707-505-8000 or find us online at morehomeservices.com. That's morehomeservices.com.
We do more to treat you right. More home services.
Bedrosian's Tile and Stone. Bedrosian's designer showroom in Santa Rosa contains the most diverse collection of tile in the North Bay and the most beautiful natural stone slabs you'll find anywhere in the USA. Bedrosian's invites you to come in, wander around, to dream, to imagine, to think about what you really want, to visualize your home in new ways. With literally thousands of surface choices, you may appreciate a consultation with one of Bedrosian's certified showroom specialists. They can help you with trends and
I'd
design
like to be a
tips.
certified
What a difference an
showroom
elegant new kitchen or bath
specialist.
could make. As one of the
Right.
largest independent tile and stone importers in the United
Una verdadera ciudadanía si es que pretendemos negociar la igualdad entre hombres y mujeres. Así es, pero yo insisto, yo creo que el problema de fondo en este tema, y perdón, the American
where it's like, hey, if you got a whole idea and you can try to make it happen, let's try to make it happen, maybe, you know, and see.
The for sale sign is off the building. Now it will be up to the community to break it up. Live without him.
It's a song that talks about young love and falling in love for the first time.
Man, this thing sounds good.
Took a trip on the train.
Listen how clean it is.
And I thought about it.
Hey, Tony.
So they can get some of it.
They're like, they're like, all right, we're working all out. Next thing I know, they're like, finding.
And more.
But it's an awful awakening in a country boy's life.
27% of married people have this in common. What do you think it is?
Dormir libremente, incluso con un flujo pesado. Compra Always en la tienda o en línea, donde prefieras conseguir tus toallas frías.
A guy like Zero. Best performance may not be a future, including gold.
And a tight honey.
Ridge Road. Porque no quiero
Aquí en el medio, plátanos.
Leones de la ley. Y ya tengo por acá línea telefónica.
Hoy algo se están contando las frescas flores y el viento. For the longest time you said goodbye to me. Quiero un lugar tampoco y soñar que el día in your home and it's a home.
I think it sounds pretty awesome, fidelity wise. I mean, it's, yeah, the prices are insane for this. This would be a, you know, $400 to $600, perhaps more, because it's a, you know, well, it would be more because it's a Marantz. Marantz is super high end, so I like to really protect the faceplates. This is the thing that people destroy. They'll put markings on it where stations are and just destroy the value of it. All right, man, I'm pretty happy today. Who wouldn't be happy, right? Come on, get happy, happy. Well, we have a lighting issue over here, right? Everybody want a unit. It's got some kind of lighting problema here. Do I have the Marantz uses fuse lights, which are really weird. They don't use regular bulbs. I'm looking in my bag of tricks here to see if I have any. See, they don't use these, yeah, they don't use this kind of, these kind of bulbs here. They have a little fuse lamp. Everybody's got to do their own thing, you know, like, oh, wow, we got to make it. It's got to be the Marantz way, baby. It's got to be the Marantz way. See if I have any over here. My box of lamp lighters, joy. See, this isn't really blue. That looks green now. It looks blue to you, but it's green because the filter paper behind it has gone bad. It's rotted out. Let's turn off our power here. Let's see if we have... glad to have you guys along today. We're making coffee, right? All right, yeah, I'd like to do all authentic lighting. I don't think these are fuse lamps. These are fuses, period. I don't know if I used them all up or not. I don't know. I buy out a lot of people's crap. Is that a light or is that a fuse? I don't know. I don't know what the hell it is. We're Marantz and we're special. The dumbest thing I did was mix my fuse lamps in with the fuses. Wasn't that dumb? Let's go remove this and see what we got here. Hopefully it's not going to be a fool's mission here. doing Marantz, this baby should just come right off. Without having to goof the whole thing off of here. You never know. Got the meters there. Let's see. Can we get this thing out? That's our rail there. Man, I hate to get in here with the tuner and the tuner wire. Oh, son of a... You know, we've been going so good today. And then we just get our meat smashed right here. All right. Let's see something in it before we go insane here. Brother. Let's see which light we're talking about here.
But I saw a man brought to life. He was.
So we don't really need that area. That we need to. You know, shit, I know what we got to do. We got to take off this whole freaking front plate. All right, let's put this back on before we kill something here. What killed the radio? Man, when you start fiddling with tuner strings, ooh, wow. You talk about a mug's game, but does this thing even light up this? Just... Yeah, see, this other bulb is down too. Down like Julie Brown. Alright. Question is, do we want to tear into this baby today and really go batshit? We got to order some new filter paper. And we got to order some new Marantz lights because I don't know where the hell they are. They're probably in here somewhere. Right? You know, they use these kind of, they just look like fuses, you know, but you don't know what the hell you got. Right. And I just threw all this crap in all together. So, plus I might have used them all up. Check the drawer again. Let me see here. I want to know what love is. Do. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of dumb of me, isn't it? To just, let me see up here. What do we got? Oh, this is my Russian connection here. How's your Russian? This is when we used to be able to trade with Russia, right? Now I'll probably have the FBI at the door. Yeah, got to remove the dial plate. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to tear into that today. I'm looking here to see if in my bag of tricks I was intelligent enough to separate. And it appears when it comes to core basic intelligence, I fail a lot of the time. Switches, crapola, maybe I used them all up on the Marantz projects I did. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what's up here. What do we got here? Oh, this is the internet tools. That ain't it. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Life is a bummer. Alright. lights here. This whole thing is lights. What the hell? Look at this. The whole thing is lights. And not one of them. Is this here? Is that a fuse light? It could be. Oh no, I just got to. We might be in business, guys. I don't know, but that dial plate has got to come off, right? All right. Yeah, I don't really have any best everything. Yeah, thank you, Tom. Make sure you're subscribed, everybody. If you're not subscribed. I do have 200 milliamp lights here, so that's good. All right. That makes me happy. Right. So, yeah, there's no way to get to them, so let me button up this up here. Yeah, the Starbucks can. I got Hill's coffees and all that stuff. You know, I'm usually pretty organized. I mean, I don't, I knew I had the lights, right? But yeah, but we have to replace, we got to get the one behind the meter too. So, right. But it's going to look like authentic. Yeah, I've got to get the vellum. I probably have it around here someplace, but I don't remember where in the hell it is. You know, I kind of stepped away from doing audio restoration because I had so much other crap going on. Let's see. La-da-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. La-da-da-da-dee-dee-dee-dee. Well, I had so much stuff going on. Yeah. What I need is a new brain. What I need is a new brain. That'd be a good song. It's in the Starbucks can. I like that. Let's get some of this stuff off of the bench here now. We've had a highly successful, I don't even know how long I've been live. Been on 2 hours. We had a small select crowd, but I love it. I love it. We got a lot of stuff changed out today. Very, very grateful for that. Yeah, we need light here. We lost a light here. I think our lights are pretty good. I think our lights are pretty good everywhere else here. Bienvenidos, El Salvador.
Saludos a todos los que a esta hora empiezan a salir de chambear, los que van por ahí manejando en carretera. Ahí les vamos acompañando en esta tarde de viernes, fin de semana. Puro rayo láser, hoy nomás. California.
Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell signaled today that interest rates.
The views that she actually, he said, well, you know.
Now in progress. 99 minutes, commercial-free hit music.
Especially for those least able to meet the highest cost of essentials like food.
Does not allow me to have that kind of relationship. I need to find that elsewhere. It allows you to open yourself up to the possibility of being loved and affirmed by other people who insist on your life.
For me, mariachi, it was just a music that I gravitated to, and I fell in love with it. It's my life, it's my passion. It's very dear to me. It's like a breath of air.
That's my passion too. What a beautiful unit.
How to ventilation is the
But then together again. I'm breaking it, shaping the time. Along the nightclub, we could work at the door. She had a guitar and she took room at the hotel.
You can't have that.
I'm back. It's cool.
Realmente.
Man, really? All right, dude, get over yourself. All right. Well, I want to tell you what. That was a pretty doggone productive session. I'm going to make sure I unplug my soldering irons and things. We really have accomplished something today. We now have both sides of the output. Both all 4 channel outputs have been redone here, which is nice without destroying anything. I don't feel any heat problems. I feel good balance here. So next time we're out, let's unplug here. We need to get in the booby hatch here. We need to start getting in here. And we've got 3 boards. And I don't know if this one's got, I don't know, it's got like, what, 40, 10, right, 8. I mean, it's just a crap load of stuff here. We don't want to lose that card. Where in the hell I put that piece of card stock? I don't know what the heck I did with it. Yeah, thank you, Joni. It is a nice unit. So guys, I'm going to take a little bit of a break here. I'm going to come back and start a night stream. It's going to be a regular horizontal stream. I don't know, maybe it'll be vertical. I don't know. But I wanted to see if people would come back later and check out the vintage audio stuff. I'm in a very big experimentation era right now with the channel and stuff. So if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, I'll be live in a few minutes. I'm going to take a break, get something, get a bottle of water, and we'll get going. We got shopping and good times, drinking tonight, and everything else. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, moderators. Good to see you, Saint.